Number 53, Jack Marble, escorted by Mom Kelly Marble and Dad Rob Marble. Escorted by Mom Aaron Rice and Dad Mark Smith. Number 76, escorted by Mom Dan escorted by Mom Candy Miller and Dad Bobby Miller. Addison Brash, escorted by Mom Donna Brash and Dad John Brash. Sister Kenzie Miller, Grandma Sue Miller, and Grandpa Wayne Miller. Megan Mustanis, escorted by mom Lauren Barber and brother Chris Mustanis. Julia Lee, escorted by mom Sheila Lee and dad Warren Lee. Arika Marion, escorted by mom Betty Marion, dad Brad Marion, and brother Alex Marion.
The last two outings against the Venice Indians have not gone well. Hurricanes are victims of a 42-14 or 42-7 losses to Venice the last two times. The last time the Hurricanes won was here back in 2014, 10-0. The weather has got us a little bit of a break here. We've got just overcast skies. I think we're kind of sitting in the middle of the rain. I don't perceive much more. It might be some late rain coming, but I think it'll be light, won't be much of anything. And the Hurricanes themselves will come out and try and right the ship. We did well last week in a big win, or 2 weeks ago with a big win, and now we're back against the Venice Indians. Even though it's not a district game, it is a rivalry. The Venice Indians will enter this game as the defending 7A state champions. They also won their district championship last week with a win over Palmetto, so they have secured the #1 spot in their region. The Hurricanes right now are sitting in the 7 hole in their region. No chance of not making the playoffs, so we're in. A few other things happen to win tonight, and the Hurricanes could move themselves up. So we'll take a timeout. We'll hear from some of our sponsors. When we come back, I'll be joined by Gene Brown and Bowen Summer. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Bailey Carmack, escorted by parents Stacy and Brian Carmack. Nicole Evans, escorted by mom Joanne Evans, grandmother Jenny Boallo, and aunt Anne-Marie Conroy. Jared Galbraith, escorted by mom Debbie Belt, brother Stephen Galbraith, and grandfather Gene Marchese. Katie Galbraith, escorted by Karen and Tim Galbraith, and siblings Michaela and William Siebert.
Manatee.
Manatee coaches. He does
Mitch Gaffney, escorted by Nancy Brand.
What's that?
Are we in your way, or
Well,
where do you usually set up at?
on the 5th.
Amelia D,
Weird.
escorted by parents Andrea and
A
Michael.
little damp up there.
You guys don't need it, right?
No.
Oh, that was already up here.
I'm just gonna turn it sideways, and then should be able to fit right in.
Samuel Irvin, escorted by mother Jacqueline Irvin. Caitlin Ittle, escorted by mother Heather Riley and father Tom Ittle. Tyler N. Niddle, escorted by mother Terry Cahill, stepfather Rob Stenlund, and grandfather Mike Cahill. Sarah Meredith, escorted by parents Cynthia and Lee Meredith. Shelby Miller, escorted by parents Pamela and Ruben Miller. Leah Obendorf, escorted by father Mark Obendorf and mother Holly Nelson. Jonathan Oswald, escorted by parents Shannon and Tony Oswald and brother Anthony Oswald. Charlotte Reed, escorted by parents Susan and Ronald Reed.
The kickoff. We're here at Butch Powell's Stadium down in Venice, Florida, home of the Venice Indians, and this is Danny Carter, joined by Gene Brown, and we've got a couple guys missing tonight. Gene, Chad Choate will be traveling tonight. He will not be here. He's on his way back from St. Louis, and Eddie Mulock, he's down and out tonight. He gave me a call today, couldn't make it. We'll miss Eddie tonight. He'll join us next week for sure. In his place will be Bowen Summer. We're bringing in the guy who knows everything about the playoffs is what we've got him in here for tonight. Tell us everything we need to know and what's going forward. We'll talk about that as we go through this countdown to kickoff. And, Gene, first of all, let's talk about the Hurricane. Off the loss to Riverview a few weeks back, we bounced back up to Hillsboro Riverview. Big win, and kind of righted the ship a little bit before we go in a big test before we hit the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think the team having a little bit of rest, coming into this and is going to be huge. When you get towards the end of the season, you are banged up a little bit, and we have some younger kids that don't really know what a season goes through. When you play the youth leagues and the different things, it's a little bit different. You're not getting hit as hard. You're not getting as much practice. As we know, Coach Shakir likes to practice and really try to teach these kids. And when it's been your first or second season and you really haven't had that, you got to get a little bit of rest when you need it. And coming into it, I like the way we've rested. Coming into this game, let's come out of this game healthy and get into the playoffs. There's not a matter if we're in the playoffs. It's just where we end up, and we're pretty confident where we are now. But a nice win tonight would make it feel good going into those playoffs.
Well, the Hurricanes have done a pretty good job on the offensive side. Keon Fordham will be at the helm tonight, taking the snaps. He did it last week, or again, I keep saying last week, it's 2 weeks ago, at Hillsboro Riverview. On the year, he's done a pretty good job. He's run the ball 39 times for 327 yards, 8 touchdowns. He's passed 12 of 14 for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I think the one thing that nobody really realizes is how well he throws the football. And Bowen, you see him at practice a lot, and he's very impressive throwing the football.
Yeah, he definitely is. He has the athletic ability to make pretty much any throws you're looking to make in high school. And having him, man, it really, the timing of this couldn't be better. We're playing Venice, getting ready to go into the playoffs, and we had 2 weeks to rep Keon at quarterback and kind of design the offense around him. We'd still have Anthony there ready to go. I think they feel confident in both, but I think it's going to be Keon's team tonight, and we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, Anthony Squitieri, there is packages. He will play tonight. He's not just a forgotten guy. He took us a long ways, too. He's had a good season himself, throwing for 1,213 yards, 15 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's done an admirable job at the quarterback spot. It's just there comes a point in time, guys, I think that what you really got to do is find somebody that can do a little bit more with his legs.
Yeah, and I think when you look at it with what our offense is geared towards now and with the age of the offense, and we even talk about Anthony being a senior, but he's still in a first-year starting position. We needed to be able to take it to the house at any time with our legs, and also, people don't know how Keon can pass, and that's what we're going to need to see tonight. And I think this will be a good test to see if we do need it as we get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not real sure that we can do a whole lot tonight. I believe that what's going to have to happen is the defense is going to have to set the tone of this football game.
Yeah, the defense is going to have to figure out a way to get off the field. Venice, watching them play Palmetto, last week, we know what they got. We know what they're going to try to do. They're going to run the ball. They got a big, tall quarterback who's got a great arm. He can make a lot of throws too. But we're going to have to win up front, and somebody on defense is going to have to make some big plays.
Yeah, you talk about their quarterback. Their quarterback is Hayden Wolf. He's thrown 180 times, completed 123 passes. That's a 68% completion rating, 1,646 yards on the year, 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions to go along with that. Now, here's the flip side to it. He's a kid that does not like to run the ball much. He's run the ball 21 times for minus 10 yards. He's going to stay in the pocket. He may flush himself out of the pocket, but he is a guy who's going to look to throw the ball before he runs the football. Also, they're going to be counter that with the running game that they have. Brandon Gregory, 120 carries, 740 yards. He is the leading rusher. He's a senior, 6'1", 205. He also will come out of the backfield and catch the ball. The thing that I think, again, we talk about the defense, and Manatee has got to find a way to get off the field. That was the Achilles heel against Riverview in that first half.
Yeah, and when you really look at it, there's been times when we've been great at stopping teams, and there's been times when we struggled making the tackle. And I think that's just, again, youth. And now they're starting to get a little more confident. And now, as we've said, you're not a freshman or sophomore anymore. You're a sophomore or junior as you get up. And this is where we need to see it. And we've talked about it earlier in the season where a lot of these kids have never been under the pressure. And they came right out and played Lakeland to begin with. And then they were comparing everybody to Lakeland, and that wasn't really the true sense of it. Now, let's see if they can continue to get that playoff experience, because this is a playoff game. Atmosphere, team we're playing, and it's the defending 7A state champ. That's what you want to do to get prepared to go into the playoffs and hopefully deep into the playoffs.
I want to quickly touch on something else. Bowen, and we're looking at a team here that has gone on the field. We're talking about Manatee. 11 underclassmen have played for Manatee so far. It started so far this year. That's a lot.
It is, and I've been around Manatee football a lot. Obviously, not doing as many games as you guys have, but I have not seen this level of participation for underclassmen at Manatee football. And you couple that with the schedule that we've played this year, and thankfully this schedule that was put together a couple years ago has played out exactly how we intended it to do. We've played state championship caliber football teams all throughout the year. We're now in week 10 because of the schedule that we played. We're already in the playoffs. We've got that, wrapped up. Like I said, there might be a movement here or there depending on, how we play tonight and then a couple other things. But we're going into Venice, week 10, last week of the season, playing a great team and preparing ourselves for the playoffs. And these young guys, this isn't the first big game they played.
Right.
They played Lakeland out the gate. Lakeland's 10-0. They come in. It was tough, right? The Riverview game at home, we think we're going to lock up the district championship, and I think that's part of that youth. We came in maybe thinking we'd already arrived. People were picking us to win that game. It's home. It's senior night, and I think that was just one more piece of that puzzle. Hey, we're not there yet, but man, these kids can play.
Well spoken, well said right there, without a doubt. We're going to take another timeout. We come back, we'll talk about the playoff situation. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Shake Pit countdown to kickoff. Andy Carter, Gene Brown, and Bowen Summer. And guys, let's talk real quick about the playoff scenarios and what's happening right now. And Bowen spends a lot of time breaking this stuff down as we've gone through it. Manatee Hurricanes right now, Bowen, are sitting in the 7-hole. Can't drop to 8, correct?
No, we can't. The numbers are the numbers. Lisa Bristow was with us on Wednesday night, and I said, Lisa, you got to be there. You're the real accountant here. And we broke out our spreadsheets and ran the different scenarios. And no matter what happens around us, and even how we played tonight, we're going to be at least the 7th seed.
So, I know a lot of people want to always project some things from time to time. Okay, so if Manatee wins tonight, let's just say the stars align perfectly and it happens, Manatee pulls this game off, what are the odds of moving up and what has to take place?
So our best case scenario for moving up, we win tonight. Treasure Coast loses, and then we would jump them. There's a chance if Centennial loses, we could potentially jump them, but there's actually tenths of a point where if another team that Centennial had played early on in the season were to get that extra win, put them another category up. The way it works out, 10 games for most teams, every 5 points, you're getting a half of a point up, typically on your average. So it's been fun. I'll tell you what, I love the new system. All right, it's not perfect, but you're going to see a 5-5, potentially a 5-5 Gateway team is going to make the playoffs. There's going to be 2 teams in our region with 7-3 records that aren't going to make it. And you say, well, man, 5-5, that's not very good. You got 7-3 teams, but you look at the teams they played and the teams that Gateway's beaten. They deserve to be there at 5-5.
Well, it's all based on who you play. So, well, that's the scenarios with the playoffs. We know we're in. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear from head coach Yusuf Shakir. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The colors are being presented tonight by the Venice High School Junior ROTC. Venice High School, we pride ourselves on recognizing students both on the field and the classroom. This year, Coach John Peacock is excited to present a new scholarship, Peacock's Prize Pupil, VP Scholarship. This is given to any senior student that displays a positive character, has made a difference in the community and classroom, or has shown growth and improvement. The $250 scholarship will be used to support the student in their post-secondary goals. This week's winners are Brooke Wheatley, nominated by Pete Dombrowski. Miranda Clemendeni, nominated by Barry Rothheim. And Kevin DeBrule, nominated by Craig Faulkner. Also here, Adam Gable, nominated by Mary Benor. Congratulations to our winners, Venice football and VHS community. Thank you for your leadership and outstanding attitude at Venice High School students. For the Indians, Hayden Wolf, 17 Noah Carr, number 21 Brandon Gregory, number 52 Scott Shanks. And joining the Indians tonight for the point toss, 5-time state championship baseball coach, newly elected FHSAAA Hall of Famer, and most importantly, 1983 graduate of Venice High School, Craig Faulkner.
High School at Hal Davis Stadium. Bowen, kind of like you said earlier, Coach said, can't believe that it's the 10th game of the season. I mean, 11 weeks after we started from that Lakeland game, and time flies. Obviously, we've had some good ups in this season, and obviously this radio broadcasting crew has had a very low. But we know, as our good buddy Dave Bristow would say, the game must go on, and he would want us to be here, and he would be a nervous wreck tonight, wanting this team to win and look good going into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll tell you what, me and Dave would have had definitely some long conversations on the cell phone, as he knows I try to get out to practice for a few minutes during the week to see how the kids are doing, and tonight is shaping up to be a great opportunity for Manatee and for these young kids. You talk about that Lakeland game, and you talk about starting. There's kids playing and starting for us that we didn't even know who they were. They were roaming the halls as freshmen in high school.
Right. So this time the teams are getting ready. We're going to go ahead and take our final break of the Shake Pit pregame show. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Connolly Buick GMC. High School, Pal Davis Stadium. Venice won the toss and has elected to defer to the second half, so obviously we're going to go right on offense and see what we can do. And with that, we're going to bring in the man with the plan, Danny Carter.
Thank you, Gene. And the Manatee Hurricanes are receiving the opening kickoff. They'll be going left to right on your dial. They're dressed in the white helmets, white tops, white pants. Venice will be in the green helmets, green tops, white pants. And the Venice Indians have the ball teed up at the 40. Keon Fordham back deep to receive for the Hurricanes. I'm expecting a pooch kick here, and there it is. It'll flip down. It'll be Dre Evans from the 25 to the 30, 35, and taken down around the 36-yard line, where the Hurricanes will set up their offense in their opening drive.
You know, on that play, Danny, I'm glad we didn't fair catch it, because a lot of times we'll fair catch that. But, I mean, he was a step away from being upside that middle and up the sidelines. If he doesn't get that good tackle by Venice, we may have a chance to go.
So the Hurricanes come to the line of scrimmage on first down and 10. It'll be Keon Fordham at the controls tonight. He'll have Kyrie Jones deep in the backfield, along with Tyson Phelps to his left. Phelps will come back and set as the tight end position. They turn handoff to Jones up the middle across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Good first down play and a very manageable second down now as he picks up 6.
And that was a great hole there. This offensive line is going to have to keep that up all night.
That offensive line, Charles Armstrong, Omar Lagarde, Sam Purcell, Derek Maurice, and Carter Sysak. Have to open a lot of holes for this Hurricane offense. Keon Fordham got the quarterback in the gun. Kyrie Jones set off to his left, 2 receivers to his left. He takes a snap, hands off to Kyrie, and this time he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Yeah, it looked like there that there was a little bit of delay, and I think Keon might have wanted to pull that, but Kyrie kind of gripped onto it a little tight.
He was looking to make that pull, but at the time in which he decided to do that, it was a little too late. He kind of had to go with it. So Hurricanes will come with 3 receivers, 1 to the left, be Wes Coleman at the top of the screen. We're going to have 2 to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. Tyson Phelps off to his left, now shift into the tight end position. Kyrie Jones, a snap. He wasn't really looking for it. He had down Fordham rolling left, looking for a receiver. He has nobody, turns it up the field, and enough for the first down. Great job. He's looking downfield, found nobody, and then just turned on the jets. And this isn't a good spot, guys. He went out way ahead of that. Yeah, that's not even close.
Yeah, it looked like he had got up to the line of scrimmage. And look at even coaches saying that the referee was blocked by several players.
So they're going to set up a 4th and 1, which was an obvious first down, and I can't believe they missed that mark.
I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. I mean, he ran out of bounds 2 yards past the marker.
Yeah, our coaches are saying right on our sidelines, but again, Venice had 3 or 4 players, and it looked like it blocked that side judge, and so we just don't need that to be happening.
Unless he stepped out of bounds, we can't see it from this far away, but I mean, that's the only thing that would say that's what happened. So the Hurricanes, Nick Bigelow will come on to punt. 1 man deep for Venice. They're not buying the punt. They're looking for a fake. Bigelow takes the snap, rolls to his right rugby-style kick, and gets a nice roll from the 30 to the 20 to the 15, rolling down to the 11-yard line. A great punt, but we do have a flag on the play.
11 yards.
Only thing it could be here, there's no way it could be on the Hurricanes. This should be on Venice, but
you don't think.
You never know here. Yes. Let's see what they got. Down there discussing it. Nobody. We've got a flag on the far side too, so we got flags on both sides. So we're going to have a sideline warning on one is guaranteed. That was thrown at about the 28-yard line.
The sideline warning was just a warning the first time.
Looks like he had to have run into the coach over there, but we're about to find out what it is. Referee will give us a signal. Sideline warning against the Hurricanes. The other penalties waived off.
Wow.
So they'll start first and 10. It'll be Hayden Wolf at the controls for the Venice Indians, and I don't know why the ball's set and ready to go because the referee's not ready. So as the referee gets himself, the white hat gets himself in position to be first down and 10. They just run the play and nobody was ready. He didn't even put the ball in play. Barely blew the whistle and off the snap goes. Well, we get some home cooking early in the first quarters. Pick up at 9 on the play, and they go quick, hurry-up offense. Hayden Wolf, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, flips it outside, is caught, and he's dropped immediately. And that is going to be very close. He's going to be set on the mark. I think he's short. It'll be third down and 1, and Venice again going up-tempo. Moving guys around left and right. They've got Hayden Wolf looking. As Wolf has come out of the game, now they're going to go to a Wildcat situation. Check in 2 other guys who are going to go big. And they draw him offside. Well, that's a first down the easy way.
Sideline.
Wait a minute, they're not even going to give it to him, so they're going to call a sideline warning before the Hurricanes jumped offside. So that's a gift in itself. Nico Delacosta takes the snap, hands off inside. Plenty of running room for Brandon Gregory across the first down marker and more. He'll get it out to the 28-yard line on the first down. That time he just, hey, we're going to come up, we're going to show you what we got. We're going to blow it right off the right side. That's exactly what they did. Now Hayden Wolf back in the quarterback. Takes a snap, looks right, he's looking down the field and fired. He's got a man open, it's caught. Taken down at the 41-yard line, another first down for Venice. And just a nice little pitch and catch. First down at 10, Indians. Handoff inside to Gregory, and this time the Hurricanes getting for a short gain. Not much on that one. Ryan Ives and Ethan Walls in on the tackle. Set up a second down and 9 for Venice. Man, Whitney in motion. Wolf drops back. He's looking, fires. He's got a man that's up and overthrown. Incomplete.
That ball was well overthrown. It was good coverage, and it almost looked like we bumped him a little early, but the ball was so overthrown it didn't matter.
You know, so this is it. This is third down. This is when the defense has got to get off the field. Someone's got to make a play.
This is what a lot of people like to call the money down, and it is from defense. We have got to get off the field here. Venice faced with a third down and 9. Wolf surveys the defense. Manatee drives, takes a jump, doesn't come off. He's flinched early. Now they look back to the sideline. Coach Peacock changing the play. Gregory will set off to the right. Wolf takes the snap, takes the handoff inside. He's looking down the field. He's got a man to get it out of the hands of the intended receiver. He had him there. It would have been enough for the first down. That was Zach Fryer, the intended receiver.
But it would have had to been, it was good coverage, and we had the zones there, so it would have had to been a perfect pass and a perfect catch. We had to throw it a little early, so that was, we wasn't out of his turn. But again, it's a play could have been made, but it was a good defensive play also.
So punting situation for Venice. It'll be Dustin Smith on. He averages 31 yards a kick. Manatee drops 2 guys back. Wes Coleman and Iron Jackson back, and they converge on it. Coleman takes it at the 30 and goes nowhere. That's all he's going to get. Secured the ball, and the Hurricanes will take over first and 10 at their own 30. So, as we wanted to have happen, guys, we got off the field defensively.
Yeah, great first series for our defense. Get the ball back and have the offense get another chance. I still got to go back to that third down run. You know, Keon takes a good angle, finishes 2 yards past the pylon. and and we don't get the first, so I'll let that go. But man, that was something.
I'd love to see that one.
Yeah.
Actually was on it. I'm sure we'll find out later whether or not he was on stepped out. So Keon Fordham brings the Hurricane offense to the line, first down and 10. Hands off on the jet sweep from the Iron Jackson, trying to find some running room and has nothing. He'll lose a yard, maybe two. Let's see where they'll set the ball. And that's not good. Jackson is still down on the side. Got knocked out. Not sure what happened afterwards, so we've got a man down. We'll take a timeout. 0-0 here, 8:07 going to first. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
Welcome everybody back here to Venice High School, Butch Powell Stadium. And the Hurricanes, that was Iron Jackson who went down earlier. He did go off on his own. He jogged off without any assistance, so that's good news for the Hurricanes. So Keon Fordham will bring the offense back. Tyson Phelps will be the lone setback behind Keon. Keon takes a snap, no one there on his right, and nowhere to go again. Manatee's blown up at the offensive line, and that was just a mix-up in the play. He went to turn to his right, and Phelps went to the left.
Yeah, we got to just, again, settle down. No issues, just keep the ball going forward.
So 3rd down and 12 situation. Hurricanes trying to assess what to do here. It's a passing situation, but you never know. Now we're definitely one. It's Hurricanes flinch. We had a right guard moved early and back it up 5 and set it up as a 3rd and 17. Well, the question here is, do you try and throw it or do you play safe and just let Keon take off, run with it, and get what he can get?
Pass run option to his left.
Good call. Let's go with it. 3rd down and 17. Tyree Jones on set back to the left of Keon Fordham. He rolls left, rolling left in a pack of trouble. Manages to get out of it to the 25 to the 27-yard line before he's finally caught. He picked up the 7 yards back. It'll set up a 4th and 10, and the punting unit will come on for the Hurricanes. Had a little bit of room there for a second.
Yeah, he did. But Venice, again, we know how disciplined they're going to be, so they are not going to flow too far, especially on the backside, and that was one of those ones that we had an opportunity, but they were still in play position.
Yeah, Nick Bigelow on to punt. It is Noah Carr back deep for the Indians. Bigelow takes the high snap, rolls right, gets it away. It hits at the 46, gets a great roll, stays inbounds, and rolls all the way down to the 26-yard line. Great punt by Nick Bigelow, who finally got one to go his way when it hit the ground. It didn't squirt, go right and out of bounds. It just hugged the sidelines and went straight on down the field.
And that looked like it was going out of bounds from the kick, but obviously, thank goodness it stayed in bounds. 46-yard punt.
So we've got a water break on the field. We'll take a timeout. Manatee and Venice 0-0, 6:14 to go into first. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. everybody back here to Venice High School. Venice Indians are on the offense at first down and 10 at their own 26. They'll take this direct snap back there as they ran the Wildcat option. Wolf was not the quarterback on that play. That was Nico Della Costa. Runs the ball up the left side, a pickup of 3. We'll give him 4. It's 3.5, 4 yards. And now Hayden Wolf checks back in at the quarterback spot. Takes it, drops straight back, looking to his right, fires a man open just over the hands of the outstretched defender. It was Brandon Shannon who was dropping back, but he put a nice touch on that and a completion of 15 yards to set up a first down and 10 at the 46-yard line of the Indians. Hayden Wolf having all kinds of time. The Hurricanes not getting any pressure on him. He takes a snap, pitches right. This is Gregory going to his right. This time he'll be run out of bounds on the left side, and I'm not sure who that was on that side.
I think it was Isaac got out there.
Good defensive play. Might have been Buchanan, Gianni Buchanan on the stop. Second down and 8. Handoff again to the interior. This time the Hurricanes bottle him up again, so a minimal gain on that one. 1.5 yards he'll pick up. Ethan Wall's in on the stop. Frank Waiters there as well. Third down and 7. Hurricanes trying to get off the field here on their Venice's second possession. Wolf takes it, drops straight back. He's looking, fires left, a man wide open. Sidesteps one, and that's Noah Carr. He's got plenty for the first down, and the drive continues for the Indians.
You know, we had him where we wanted. That was third and long. We got to defend the pass.
Yeah, this is a big quarterback now. He's a senior, 6'5", 215. He's thrown for over 1,600 yards on the year, and did a great job right there, just assessing the defense and just throwing a strike. Hand off to Gregory, leaps over the first line of defense and manages to pick up a couple of yards on it. Does a good job trying to get up over the top, but Manatee again snuffs it out. They're doing a real good job in the interior of the Hurricanes defense is.
Yeah, we just got to get some pressure. I mean, those passes, you know, he's not having to rush, but the receivers getting open where our defenders just playing behind them too much. You know, we got to get up on him a little tighter.
Got officials gathering for something, I don't know, maybe figuring out dinner plans after the game. They've got that all set now. That's probably who was supposed to buy. Anyways, it's Hayden Wolf, 3 receivers to his right, takes a snap, looks right, fires out in the flat. He's got a guy there. He's going to pick up about 6. Brandon Shannon on the tackle. Be a third down and short situation, and Venice will go up tempo here. Back to the line quickly. Wolf with Gregory in the backfield with him. He'll hand off to Gregory, and Gregory's not. I don't think he's got it, General. I think he came up short. Good job by the Hurricanes interior, and Venice sends on the what may be the kicking game.
I think it's the jumbo package.
Big boys, you could be right. Yes, it is. It's Nico Della Costa will take the signal calling now. And they moved early, and
they did. They jumped outside.
The whole right side moved before that went. That should back them up 5. Let's see. Yes, it is. Illegal procedure on the Indians. They'll drop back 5. Peacock likes to roll the dice, and he's going to do it. Here comes Hayden Wolf on.
Well, I don't think they respect what we can do, anything out of it. So even if they don't get any yards here, they turn it over to us on our 34. So they're willing to give that to us there if they don't get it.
So fourth down and 6 for the Indians. Wolf takes a snap, drops back. He's looking, fires. He's got his man open, and again, the Hurricanes failed to cover. He's got him there. He's with him the whole way back, and that's Quay Davis in coverage, and then he just let him slip away. It appears he looked like he was playing man, then dropped it off as if it was a zone defense.
Yeah, they're running the same routes. They're all comebacks. They're all outs. You know, they're not throwing down the field.
First and 10 Indians at the 25-yard line, 24. Hand off to Gregory up the middle, and he'll fight forward for a couple of yards and get it down to the 21 and pick up a 3 on the play.
Yeah, we just have to, defensively, we have to keep an eye on those receivers because we're right there. They're just not getting hands on it.
Here goes Wolf rolling to his right, fires, he's got it, and it was great coverage that time. Quay Davis had the inside move on him. He had him covered up. That ball was going to be impossible to complete.
Yeah, well, it was great coverage, and I mean, but he only put it in the spot where possibly his receiver could catch it. So again, we see the quality of this quarterback and being a first-year starter for this team.
3rd down and 7. Indians at the Hurricanes 21-yard line. Brad Gregory in the backfield with Wolf. Wolf will take the snap, hands off to Gregory, who just shoots straight up the middle, and I believe he's got enough for the 1st down again, and he does. That time they just run an inside crossing pattern right there as far as running it. They just crisscross in the middle, and bingo, he just went off the right side. Hand off to the left, runs to the right. He's going to turn around and do it again, and it's Gregory straight up the middle, untouched, into the end zone, touchdown, Indians.
And that was a 13-yard run on back-to-back plays to the right, and they might think they've got something there.
Yeah, the exact same play. There's nothing different in it.
Nope.
So the Indians get on the board first with 2:51 to go here in the first. We'll await the point after. And we've got a flag. It's tossed on our side. It's going to be offside. So the Hurricanes are offsides, and the Indians will look to go for 2. I don't know why more teams don't do that. I've wanted it on. I mean, there's times we get it. You move it half the distance. I mean, that's a great opportunity to go for 2 in this situation.
Well, you know, Peacock's a gambler no matter what.
Yeah. Nico Dalla-Costa will be there, and if it's me, I don't even know if I just hand it off to Gregory. But he's going to come out. It'll be an empty backfield. Dalla-Costa will take. They moved again on the right side. Yes, they did. There we go. It'll be illegal procedure, and that'll back them up, and the kicking unit will come on. This point after attempt's taking forever.
That's a positive for us.
Well, you move it half the distance, we go back 5 yards. The thing about it is every time we get that to happen, we haven't done anything positive with it. So again, the Indians on for the point after. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. And that'll make it 7-0 Indians with 2:51 to go here in the first quarter. But we'll keep everything right here. This weekend, if you're looking for something to do, the weather has gone. The front's through. Everything should be nice this weekend, especially tomorrow. Have a nice little cool breeze coming out of the north. Great time to head out to the beach. Go out there to the Sandbar and Beach House or Mar Vista, 3 of the finest waterfront dining establishments you can find. I personally, I'm a Mar Vista guy.
I like Mar Vista, but Beach House is pretty good. And had lunch at Sandbar not too long ago, and it was great. So just 3 fine restaurants. No matter where you go, they've all been remodeled in the last couple of years and just really look nice.
Unless you got Bowen's money, then you just start down there at the Sandbar and you just ride the trolley.
Appetizer, dinner, and dessert.
It should be a great weekend. You know, our defense put us in a position to get off the field. You know, 2 4th down conversions on that last drive, multiple 3rd and longs. You know, we just got to finish.
Yeah, that was a problem 3 weeks ago.
But don't not expect the onside kick here either.
You never know with this team. So
we're prepared.
Keon's back deep. He's not going to get the ball. Here goes the kicking. It'll be Dre Evans from the 20. He slips a little bit. He's to the 25, to the 30, across to the 31-yard line where he's tackled. Just take it and run straight up the field. He does. He picks up 11 on the return. So the Hurricanes will take over on offense. This will be their 3rd possession. Take over on their own 31, trailing 7-0, 2:45 to go in the first quarter.
And we've had 2 3 and outs. Let's change that up here and get some, switch the field position if we don't do anything. But let's try to get a touchdown and tie it up.
So Keon Fordham will be in the gun. Kyrie Jones to his left. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Now we'll go empty backfield. Flips it out to Kyrie Jones. He's got some running room across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Great job of tackling out there by the Indians. They closed that hole in a hurry, and that was just an open field tackle.
And that's again, where you know this Venice team is going to be very disciplined in everything they do. We just have to get a little bit step quicker on some of that.
So 2nd down and 9. Kyrie Jones in the backfield with Keon Fordham at the controls. Hand off to Jones, and he'll go off the left side in a small gain, a pickup of 3. Set up a 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6 here. It's a manageable down. It's not something that's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. And 3rd and 6, a lot of things can happen. One thing we haven't seen is Keon on -1 play actually take off and run. So Kyrie Jones checks out. We've got Tyson Phelps has checked into the game. 3 receivers to Keon's right. Keon will take the snap, drop back. He looks, he's rolling right, flips it out. It's Tyreek Allen who catches it, gets it to the 40-yard line. He'll be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Now the question is this: what do you do?
You punt.
This could be, if they go down the field and score on this possession, then you get into situations and say, okay, we can't just keep trading this out. We're going to have to start going for it on 4th down. So, especially when you get short situations like this. Nick Bigelow will come on to punt yet again. His 3rd time on the field punting. Noah Carr back deep for the Indians. Waits the snap, a good snap. Goes right, gets the kickoff, but it's right at Noah Carr, who calls the fair catch. Takes it at the 35. I'm always wondering, if you're a rugby-style kicker and you're rolling right and everything's set up to go to the right side, can't you just hook it back to the left where nobody is? I mean, you know which way you want to defend. I mean, I know everything's going right, but maybe hook it back the other way.
Because that receiver back there is setting right in it.
Yeah.
This time he moved up.
It's 1st and 10 Indians from the 35. Handoff to the interior, and a running back goes off the left side. That's Trapani. Picks up 1 on the play. We've got 20 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter, and Venice will go up tempo. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. To the sidelines for the play. We're under 10 seconds. Let's see if he'll run this play or not before the quarter comes to a close. Runs 3-2. He does get the snap off. He's looking left. He fires, and we've got a flag, and I believe that's going to be pass interference. He's draped all over him when the throw came. I don't think he caught the ball to begin with, but let's see what the penalty is. The quarter has come to a close, but let's get what the penalty is before we run things out of here.
And then the quarter on the defensive penalty.
It's more like they call it a defensive hold.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were right on him. And, he was pushing off a little bit. It just ended up being where we got it. The ball was thrown.
Had to go on pass interference because it marked off 10 yards. So this will be 1 untimed down here in the 1st quarter. 1st down and 10, Indians. Yeah, this is what he's going to go ask. If you call defensive holding, that's a 5-yard penalty, not 10. They just marched off 10. And I know that's exactly what he's asking, which is correct. So now they've moved the chains and moved everything else. That's all started at 35, but they should just march this thing back 5 yards. It's 1st down from wherever that is. So we've got this thing completely incorrect.
change it.
Shocker. We've had this white hat before, and he's horrendous. Looks a lot like the guy in the Palmetto game. First down and 10. We'll hand it off. Interior Manatee closes in on it. No gain on the play, so it'll set up a 2nd and 10, and that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout as the Indians lead at the end of 1, 7-0. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This may look like an ordinary tomato to you. It's our Gamble Creek Farm tomato. It's the symbol of our commitment to provide you the freshest and locally sourced ingredients from our farm to your table. Like at the Beach House Restaurant, new from the ground up, with a great contemporary look and an incredibly relaxed atmosphere. It's as beautiful as an island sunset. This is the new Beach House. I'm Ed Childs, and your table is waiting.
Our 2nd down and 10 for the Indians. Start of the second quarter. We'll hand off to the running back who loses on the play right there. Great job, Justin Porter, who shoots the gap on the left side, makes the big play, a loss of 3 on the play. Set up a 3rd down and 12. Big 3rd down situation for the Hurricanes. Wolf will have 3 receivers to his right. They run across the pattern. He looks downfield. He's got Evans there, and Evans jumped up, almost had a big, great defensive play by the Hurricanes, and it'll force a punt from the Indians.
Well, maybe.
I know, yeah, you never know for sure. The Indians hustle on the field to set up the punting situation. It's Iron Jackson and Wes Coleman deep. Dustin Smith on the punt for the Indians. Good snap. There goes the kick. It'll be taken by Jackson at the 25. He's going to get to the 30. To the 35-yard line is where we'll set it down at. I think they set it just a hair shy, but we're going to call it the 35-yard line where the Hurricanes will take over 1st down and 10.
And the offensive line or defensive line, whatever you want to call it on that point, was not set.
They weren't set, no. In such a hurry to get the thing off. Not set. You got to be set for a second. They weren't even close.
They're still shuffling their feet.
So the Hurricanes on takeover, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Keon Fordham, the quarterback, Tyson Phelps. I believe that might be Kyrie Jones now. I can't really tell you so far across there. And it is Phelps, and we're going to fall on it. We weren't ready for the snap, and we got a penalty anyways, as there was an illegal shift. We had an illegal formation from the start, so we've got things everywhere.
A dead ball as soon as it snaps, so it should go back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't even know what this guy just signaled. He stands behind his own crew of referees and signals something. We don't know what it is.
Yeah, they go back up to the line of scrimmage.
I thought he was going to be defined as the white ball right here over the top.
Well, they don't even know where the ball ended up.
Whatever it is, they're going to set it there. So it's going to be 2nd down and
2nd and 27.
Somewhere on the East Coast. It's a long ways to go. Not even ready for the snap, and another miscue by the Hurricanes. Just shoot themselves in the foot. Tyrone Jackson in motion. Hand off straight ahead, and that's Phelps, who powers ahead for 3 before he stopped. Out to the 20-yard line. It's the Canes' own 20-yard line. Set up 3rd down and 25. Don't have a play in the playbook for this, do you?
You just can't put yourself in that position. That's the tough part.
Falling asleep at wheel and snap it when you're not ready, that didn't help. Keon Fordham with Phelps in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Gordon takes a snap, looking, he'll just tuck it, he'll run. He's across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Picks up 14 on the play before he stopped, but not even close enough for a first down. A nice safe play by the Hurricanes, not taking any chances, and they'll run the punting unit back out again.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of play you want him to make when we have less than 10, not 25. But again, we're still not doing terrible. We just kind of get in some sort of rhythm. And, you know, I thought we'd be in a little bit more after a 2-week break, or maybe that hurt us a little bit. Who knows?
So Bigelow again on the punt. Gets a good snap, kicks it straight away. This time, it's a high kick that they call for a fair catch. And taking it the 43, so 42-yard line is where they'll set it. In good field position for the Indians as they'll set up shop on their own 42-yard line. That punt, I know he was trying to go left with it.
He heard you. He heard you. He went back to the left. Well, the guys, you know, returning for Venice was, you know, all the way outside the hash on the left-hand side. So
first down and 10, Indians. Peyton Wolf, the quarterback, takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's looking. He's got pressure, and he's going down. That's Ryan Ives on the sack. Ryan Ives, his 6th sack of the season, and that's a Manatee Hurricane great defensive play. American Car Care defensive play. Want to defend your car against the elements? Go down there and see Zach at American Car Care. They'll take care of all of your car's needs. It's American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West. Big loss of 10 on the second down and 20. Wolf drops back again. We got more pressure coming in. Set up an underneath screen. Got plenty of running room. That's Gregory. Picks up a lot of that yardage back and then some. Gets all 10 plus another 6. Maybe even 7 of it. So that's a 17-yard pickup. A third down and 3. Great design play. Just running the middle screen there. Wolf with Gregory in the backfield with him. Look at the defense. Gregory now shifts back to the right side. Wolf takes the snap, hands to Gregory, going straight ahead, spins away from one, and may have spun enough to get the first down. They had him the first time, wrapped up, spun again, and I think it's enough for the first down. And it is. First down and 10. Indians at the Hurricanes' 47-yard line, moving left to right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gregory in the backfield off to the right. Gregory will take it straight up the middle. Plenty of running room, and his daylight all the way to the end zone, to the 10, to the 5, and drug down. Frank Waiters got him, and a flag is thrown late. Going to assume that's going to be a face mask, so they'll move that half the distance there. That's the only thing. The only Waiters who made the tackle. But there's just no reason whatsoever. That's just an easy play right up the middle, and Manatee had nothing there to defend it.
And he's not even hitting the hole full speed. He's hitting it kind of hesitating to see what happens, and then as soon as he gets 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, he's gone.
Really not that fast. I mean, looking at it, it's not blowing you away looking at speed. So
they're putting it on the
6-inch.
So we had 16.5 yards of penalties from the yard and a half there, so that gives it back to the half. So now, as Chuck Sanford would say, we're even.
We're even, yeah. That's an interesting way to look at it. Wolf takes the handoff to Gregory, who just waltzes in easily into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. That'll put Venice up 13-0 as we await the point after. Again, as we've been talking, if you look at it, it's not like we're just getting destroyed. Right there, we're just not making our own plays. Offense hasn't stayed on the field long enough. The defense is stuck in a situation, allowed a lot of third downs, conversions, and and we make our own mistakes along the way. So point after is good. It's 14-0 Indians with 8:09 to go here in the first half. We'll take a timeout and listen to Manatee Hurricane football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Just went on the board again to take a 14-0 lead with 8:09 to go in the first half. Manatee has not played horrible, far from playing great, but I mean, you know, we've had a couple of big plays that have done some things. We've shot ourselves in the foot a few times defensively, and the offense just has not got into any rhythm.
We've had 4 series on offense, and we've had 3 and out, all 4. So we've got to change that up. Palmetto was down 14-0 last week, got blown out by Venice. So let's turn the tide there.
Well, anything can happen, and let's start with this kick return here. As he'll pooch it again, and this one's going to fall into the hands of Tyson Phelps. Phelps is going to fight his way across the 35 to the 36. Well, he finished sliding to the 36. He'll mark him down on the 35. So. We'll try and get it going again, Gene.
And our average starting field position is there, which isn't bad, but we haven't done anything with it. We haven't been able to get any first downs. We have 0 first downs through a quarter and a half almost.
It's very difficult to win a game if you don't have first downs.
And you don't score any touchdowns.
Man, you have to score on first play every time from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a first down. A 65-yard touchdown here would give it to us. No first down.
I'm just saying, I mean, we can try. Keon Fordham brings his offense to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to his right. Takes a snap, goes straight run to his left, and he gets across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And a pickup of 2. Second down and 8 coming. It's not that we're matching up with them fairly well. We just got to shut down the big play. We got to get a big play of our own. We've yet to actually break it. Fordham trips to his right. Takes the snap, drops straight back, looks, he fires downfield to Tyrone Jackson. And how do you go over the top of the guy's back and don't get called for a pass interference? I'm telling you now, as Manatee, it's all day long throwing. I've watched it all year.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we was covered a little bit more with Iron. The 2 outside receivers both had turned to be open, but I think he had seen them early and thought they was going to be there. Venice did a good job at hiding that and come back on it. And again, there's really not a lot of film on Keon throwing the ball.
No, it's actually a good pass. It wasn't a bad pass. It was thrown well. Defended fairly well, too. I'll say that. Keon Fordham takes a snap, rolls right, pressure coming. He's going to release it. Got his man open. That's Tyrone Jackson down to the 40-yard line before finally taken out of bounds. Great passing play as he bought enough time and got rid of the ball just in time. A pickup of 25 on it. 1st and 10 in the Hurricanes' first down of the night. They'll actually spot the ball on the 39-yard line of the Indians. So maybe we got something going here, guys.
Yeah, we just got to get something. I mean, this game is nowhere near over unless we just give up.
Nah, 7:10 to go, first half. Venice 14-0. Kyrie Jones in the backfield. Now he will slide out to the receiver spot on the far right. 3 receivers to Fordham to the left. Takes a snap, he looks. Fordham will tuck and run. He's across the 40, the 35 to the 30, where he's going to get knocked out of bounds close to the first down. And let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it on the 30. He'll be about a half a yard shy of the first down. Ball on the 30-yard line, second down and half a yard. Now we're starting to get a little bit of flow to this game. We're finding something here. Fordham. Again, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. And we move around. Good night. All you got to do is look at the ball when it's snapped. Instead, you're listening to the call, and the receiver on the far right side jumps, and there goes 5 yards. That's second, and in short situations, suddenly we're second down, and now we'll call it 6. That was a half a yard. Now we're all the way back to the 35-yard line. We've got to get closer to 29 for a first down. Fordham takes a snap, fires right down the middle, in and out of the hands, and intercepted by Noah Carr. It was tipped by the defender and into the hands of Noah Carr, the safety, who was just sitting there just waiting for it. The receiver was there. The coverage was good. It was a, can't say it's an ill-advised pass, but a very difficult pass to try and thread that one in there, Bo.
Yeah, the inside receiver, I don't know if there was a linebacker that dropped back, and he made a good play on it. It's there. You got to take those shots, and it'll open things up as the game goes on.
Well, we've got a water break on the field with 6:34 to go in the first half. Indians lead 14-0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Off to, I believe it's Gregory, who fights forward for a yard or 2. Second down and 8. Check that. That was Mike Trapani on carry. He got the 2 yards. Indians will have 3 receivers to the right. Wolf looks right, fires. He's got it in there, and it's caught, completed enough for the first down. He'll get across the 25. Set it at the 28-yard line, and again, the tempo picks up again for the Indians. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Trapani in the backfield with Wolf. Wolf takes the snap, hands off to Trapani, who's got nothing, nowhere to go. That's DeAndre Higdon on the stop. No gain on the play. No, actually loss of 1. That's a good play. Good positive play for the Hurricanes defense. Set up a second down and 11. Trapani checks out, he comes out of the backfield. Wolf takes the snap, he's looking to go. He had pressure by Quan Davis, and the ball was hanging up in the air. Opportunity to pick it off, and Buchanan just kind of misread that one. The ball sailed more.
But it was thrown very poorly way up because he had the pressure on him, and that's where Buchanan thought it was going to be inside because the receiver was going inside and it went over the left shoulder, which, again, was a great play both ways for us defensively, the pressure and coverage.
So with 3rd down and 11. Venice takes a snap, fakes the interior handoff. Wolf fires to the outside. Is picked off by the Hurricanes. It's going back down to the 15-yard line. A great jump of the route right there. That is number 5, Malik Claremont. His first interception of the year. Great job by the Hurricanes. It sets him up in the Ace Hardware Crowder Brothers red zone. That's where the Hurricanes will start right here at their own, at the Venice 15-yard line, and a chance to cut this lead in half here. And that might be the momentum turn we're looking for, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you're running comebacks, outs every time. They finally jumped it, got aggressive, made the play.
So Keon Fordham, he's got 3 receivers left. Tyson Phelps in the backfield with him. He'll take it to the right. Phelps leading the blocking way. Keon trying to find running room. It's not there. It got stretched out. A good job by the defense of the front 4 there of the Venice Indians just to stretch that play out. It'll be 2nd down and 10. They're saying we lost a half a yard, but they've done a terrible job of spotting all night anyway. What's the difference? You can tell I'm not real happy with Mr. Green. Wasn't happy with the one when we played Riverview. That's true. That's what the guy used to tell us all the time. Somebody very smart told me that one time. Keon Fordham on 2nd down and 11. Tyson Phelps in the backfield with him. That's Kyrie Jones. My apologies. And he'll be drugged down immediately. A flag. That's a face mask. Yes, sir. Saw that one come. And he drugged him down by the face mask. Problem is, it's half the distance to go. So it won't be a first down.
I think it's farther than what the penalty is. We got to get the whole penalty.
Oh, I think so too. Now we're going to talk this over and watch this get waved off. I may jump right out this window. Here we go. He's reaching for it, isn't he? Dead ball, personal foul.
He's all reaching. He was reaching. Just turn it on his microphone.
I'm not understanding how it's a personal foul when you're tackling a guy. You had to grab the face mask. I don't know what personal foul you can come out of it with.
It's an automatic first down?
No, it'll be 2nd down and 3. Not really half the distance to the goal line. I don't quite understand how that works. Really, it should be 3rd down, but because that was a dead ball penalty, so it should be 3rd down. He called dead ball, so they should be 3rd down. I don't know how it's dead ball when it was all in the flow of the play. That did not happen after the play. It is 3rd down.
Laying on the ground, you're being tackled down.
Yeah, I don't know how you come up with dead ball. That just makes no sense to me. But it is what it is now, so it's 3rd down inside the 10-yard line, 3rd down and 3. Keon takes a snap. He's coming left. He's got a pitch man there, and he doesn't do it. He hangs on to it. Good job. The Venice Indians just snuffed that out. There's nothing to go with. And the question is, do you run on the kicking unit, or and they will. They're going to bring on Axel Lafro. We're going to try and get points on the board here in the first half. But, man, just a disappointing opportunity. The Canes had a great field position starting in the 15 and did nothing with it. Axel Lafro is on for the kick. Fine. Lafro has been 7 of 9 on field goals this year. Long to 48. This one they're going to set down at the 15. This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt off the left hash. Just inside the left hash. Snaps high. The kick is no good. Not even close. Had no chance because it was just a terrible snap. Absolutely horrible snap. Not even close. So Bigelow tried to get up to get it. By the time everything's thrown off, and there's just no way. He couldn't even get that one back down. There's too much pressure coming. So a great opportunity is dashed. 0 points. Started there, 15-yard line.
Yeah, defense has just got to hold there. We just got to now kind of focus and try not to give them any points. And getting points this rest of the second quarter and come out. Venice gets the ball coming out. It's 3:59 to play, so we got to really buckle up on defense.
So start at their own 20-yard line after the missed field goal attempt. Hard to call it a miss with bad snaps. They'll take the snap, hand off to Gregory, and the Hurricanes, great job getting into the backfield that time.
You know, outside that one long run, defense has been there. It's making Venice work.
That was Brandon Shannon on the tackle, a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11. 3:37 to go here in the first half of football. There goes Wolf, rolling left, fires, and he's got a guy out at the 30-yard line. He's going to be right at the marker. Let's see what this is. Now we've got a flag on this side of the field, and I'm not real sure what this is. Wait till they sort this out. They're already moving the chains for no reason, so they got to just take it to the 20. It's not hard to figure out where you started from. This takes the. I've never seen officials lately. It takes so long to figure it out.
Sideline warning. It's a penalty.
Illegal substitution. So bring it on back. Let's see where they actually mark it at, because I don't even know if they know where the ball was to start with. These guys were not sure. I know we got it, but I don't trust anything they do. They're going to set it on the 14-yard line. So, second down and 16. Wolf takes the snap, looks right, fires out, and it's caught. It's caught at the 25-yard line. He'll set up a third down and 5. Just a nice little quick pitch and catch. A little back shoulder pass. And
we were there. I mean, that's just a great play.
That is. It's a great throw. It's hard to defend that one.
Very hard.
He's throwing it to a spot the receiver's getting there.
So on third down and 5, 3 receivers to his left, one to the right. Marking out the signals. Now he looks back over to the sideline. He's trying to decide what play they're going to run. 6 seconds on the play clock, 5 seconds. And they do get the timeout. And fortunate for them, their coaches in the box took care of that. So they take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. As the Indians leading 14-0, 2:29 to go in the first half. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. So, Indians took a timeout as the play clock was running down. 2:29 to go here in the first half of football. Venice up 14-0, a third down and 5 situation. Coming out of a timeout, sometimes not a bad time to try and strike with something deep, but hey, Wolf is out. They'll go with Nico Della Costa here. Takes the snap, he'll run it straight up the middle, and he has got enough for the first down. We had him hit at the line of scrimmage. Got through the first one, and it's enough. He's got put it right on the 30-yard line, which is where they had to get. They started at the 20, they got it to the 30. So the clock running to 15 to go here. Wolf and Brandon Gregg. So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The receiver going in motion to the left side. Wolf rolls left. He's looking. He's going to try and fire. He's plenty of time. Fires down deep and out of bounds. Good coverage by the Hurricanes downfield. He just no pressure. We had some guys trying to get to him, but nobody really got to him at all.
Yeah, and I mean, Venice obviously just very, very, very consistent. I don't think their offensive line is as big as they were last year, but they're just very consistent.
So on third down and 5, Wolf takes snap, looks to his left. He's going to fire down the field. He's got a receiver there. Great defensive play right there. I believe that was, yes, Frank Waiters on the coverage, and a tremendous job at just staying with the receiver and never giving in. So it's going to be 4th down and 5. And I think they're going for it, guys. And nope, last minute change, and on comes the punt unit. We've got plenty of time to move the ball down the field. Just don't jump off sides here. So
it's perfectly 5 yards.
Yep. There's the snap. Punter gets it off and gets a good punt off. The backpedaling is Coleman all the way back to the 20-yard line, and we'll call it a 21. They'll set it up in between the 20-21-yard line. Best punt of the night there from Dustin Smith. When you needed it, he got it. So
high.
Yeah, defense did its job there. Got him off the field and gives him an opportunity on offense.
1:16 to go, and can you strike deep here? The speed we got, you can throw something underneath and see if we can break a few tackles. Manatee will go 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tyreek Allen will be on the near side here with us. Kyrie Jones in the backfield. Fordham takes a snap, he'll drop back, comes straight up the field. He gets out of 1 tackle before he's met by a host of Indians. Get the ball out to the 26, almost 27-yard line. And Venice has called a timeout. The Indians take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Say a little thanks to all of our sponsors. We hadn't had a chance to say anything to about a few of them. Basil's Chicken and Ribs, they do all of our kickoffs. And unfortunately, we haven't kicked off yet tonight. We will in the second half, as the Indians will get the ball in the second half. That's Basil's Chicken and Ribs. Basil's been serving delicious, healthy food for 30 years. Visit Basil's at 5917 Manatee Avenue West. Game statistics, we'll get to those during the halftime. We don't have a whole lot of yards to talk about, but we will certainly bring them to you. All of our game statistics brought to you by CSNL CPAs, numbers you can count on. At CSNL provides accounting, taxation, auditing, and consulting. Go to csnlcpa.com for details. And our good friend Brad Meek at Buccaneer Pond. We haven't been able to say anything. Hopefully we can get a scoring recap here. Maybe we can come up with a big drive, but he handles all of our scoring recaps. That's Buccaneer Pond. Whether you're buying or selling, visit Buccaneer Pond, Bradenton, or Sarasota locations. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. We'll call it a long 4. Kyrie Jones, the lone back in the backfield, 2 receivers to Fordham to the right. He'll fake the handoff to Jones and shoot it straight up off the left side, and he's close. He's going to be shy of the first down by inches. He's signaling first down to this far side, and there we go. First down, under a minute to go here in the first half. 14-0 Indians. Canes just taking their time, and I think they'll be, unless they bust a long one right here, they'll be content with just going in 14-0.
Down 14-0. We're listening for the first time.
40 seconds to go here in the first half. Empty backfield. Fordham takes a snap, drops back. He'll keep it himself. He's trying to find running room, and there's nothing there as the Indians bottle him up. And the Indians only got 1 timeout left, so they really can't burn them here to try and get the ball back. So it'll be 2nd down, under 20 seconds to go. And keep an eye on that sidelines and see if, I don't expect us to run another play. I think that's going to be it. We're down under 10 seconds to go, and that will be the end of the first half as the Venice Indians lead after 1 half of play, 14-0. We'll take a timeout, come back with some of the first half highlights and maybe some news and other things during the halftime break. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Okay, at this time we have some special presentations. Starting off, we have a state championship swimmer that is going to receive her state championship ring. That is Kristen Knight. She is being presented by her coach, Daniel Reed, athletic director Pete Dombrowski, and principal Eric Jackson. Congratulations, Kristen, and the Venice High School touchdown club and Coach Peacock were involved with helping to get Kristen her state championship ring. Thank you to them. And now, next up, we start with the baseball team. Evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to halftime here at Paul Davis Stadium for tonight's ring presentation to the 2018 7A Florida State Champions of Baseball, your Venice Indians. We wish to express our gratitude to Coach Peacock and the Venice High School football program, Athletic Director Pete Dombrowski, our Principal Eric Jackson, and of course the greatest high school sports fans in the country, the good people of Venice, for sharing this evening and this venue with us. The Venice High School baseball team is honored to join the Venice High School football team and volleyball team in the trifecta of state champions for the 2017-2018 high school sports season. This group of young men before you took it upon themselves to prove that there is indeed an I in team. That I stands for ingredient. An ingredient is part of something greater than themselves and is willing to subjugate themselves to the greater good of the whole. And that's exactly what these young men did, and tonight they reaped their reward as head coach Greg Faulkner, AD Pete Dombrowski, and Principal Eric Jackson make their presentation. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the ingredients. The first pair of ingredients are a pair of young men whose dedication and commitment to our program inspires us all, our managers, Clint Faulkner and Hunter Burns. And now the players. Ingredient number 1, he wore number 18, Ryan Marty. Ingredient number 2, he wore number 20, Hunter Zepchek. Ingredient number 3, number 17, Jacob Faulkner. Ingredient number 4, he wore number 13, Jason Rockymore. Ingredient number 5, wearing the number 22, Reagan Jakowiak. Ingredient number 6, wearing number 16, Aiden Korn. Ingredient number 7, he wore number 10, Josh Pinker. Ingredient number 8, he wore number 8, Justin Henley. Ingredient number 9, wore number 14, Connor Miller. Ingredient number 10, he wore number 3, Nick Riccardi. Ingredient number 11, he wore number 6, Bradley Miller. Ingredient number 12, wore number 7, Clayton Callan. Ingredient number 13, wore number 20, Romo Cordero. Ingredient number 14, wore number 23, Jacob Zito. Ingredient number 15, wore number 1, Chase Latchford. Ingredient number 16, he wore number 12, Mikey Robertson. Ingredient number 17, the catcher, wore number 9, Matt Gusetti. Ingredient number 18, he wore number 2, Danny Rodriguez. Ingredient number 19, he wore number 11, Reese Jakowiak. Ingredient number 20, captain, wore number 4, Kevin DeBrew. Radiant number 21, he wore number 15, Captain Jace Doyle. And in Radiant number 22, he wore number 5, Captain Mitch D'Onofrio. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 2018 7A Florida State Baseball Champions, Yo Venice Indians. Venice fans, let's give a warm welcome for the Manatee Hurricane Marching Band. the Hurricanes Marching Band. Now taking the field for their halftime performance is your superior-rated Venice High School Marching Indians. The band is led by Venice High School Director of Bands, Jonathan King. The drum majors for the 2018 Marching Indians are Amelia Gee and Jared Gelbrecht. Tonight the band will be performing their halftime show called The Magic of Disney and will include hit music from the popular Disney movies. Drum majors, is your band ready to perform? Marching Indians, you may begin your performance. In 1995, Disney Pixar released the first 3D animation movie called Toy Story. Our opener will be the song that famously opened this movie series, originally performed by Randy Newman, titled You've Got a Friend in Me, and will feature trumpet soloist Christian Bushman. Music from The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, and will feature a trumpet solo by Christian Bushman. most recent Disney movies, Moana tells the story of a young chief's daughter that sets out on a perilous quest to find the heart of Tahiti and help her people. Featuring baritone soloist Izzy Kazavoy and trumpet soloist Christian Bushman, the Marching Indians will close their show with How Far Will I Go? Students participating in the Venice High School Band Booster Succession Stand located on the away side of the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for your 2018 Venice High School Marching Indians.
He's kicked off 56 times this year. 39 of those have been touchbacks. This will be his first kickoff of the game. That's right. It is the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Head on down there to Basil's sometime this week or this weekend and get you some chicken and ribs. So LaFro puts his left foot into it and bangs it deep, and a touchback it will be to the back of the end zone. Nice job by Axel LaFro, and the Indians will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, and normally on his first kickoff, it doesn't go into the end zone, but I think he's probably upset with that missed field goal, which wasn't his fault per se, but he just probably was frustrated and wanted to kick the face off the ball.
He was not happy. And it wasn't his fault. It was nothing his fault on that. It was a bad snap that, somehow Nick Bigelow, he came out. He almost had to stand up to catch it, and there was just no way they were going to get that off. So 1st and 10 Indians, 3 receivers to the right. Wolf will take the handoff, gives it to Gregory, who's being tracked down. He's still fighting forward. They had him, got his hands on him at the 21, but he drug tacklers all the way to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 4 on the play. He's 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, we're there. We got to get that guy down harder. It's got to be gang tackles.
So on 2nd down and 6, Wolf assesses the defense, looks him over. He's got Gregory in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, drops straight back. He's got time. He's under pressure. He gets out of his grasp of one defender and then fires and underthrows his receiver.
Yeah, that was good pressure on him, and unfortunately weren't able to bring him down, but he does not throw the ball well on the move.
Now that was
DeAndre Higdon.
Yes, Bowen, and I thought he had him. He was right there. But again, he's 6'5". He's a big guy.
Big 3rd down.
3rd down and 5, a handoff to Gregory. He's got enough for the 1st down and more. He's off to the 40, 45 to the 50, across midfield to the Hurricane 40. And you see by the time the referee gets there, who's dragging way behind all this, he's finally going to – where's he putting it down at?
44.
He stepped out of bounds way back here.
This is laughable.
At the 34-yard line, and they're going to set it at the 20.
He was running
24
out of bounds for 20 yards.
Oh my goodness!
Even the Venice people are saying it.
That's unbelievable.
I mean that's you can't even understand that.
So Wolf will keep it himself, and will get nothing on that one as he faked the handoff on the right side to Gregory and just took it straight up the middle for no gain.
Ethan Walls on the tackle. And on that last big play, we were there. We had him wrapped up.
Everybody was there. We've had a lot of these going on against us, and the Indians are in our territory. As Della Costa now at the quarterback spot, and he'll take a direct snap and tries to go off the right side. He'll pick up 3. We'll give him 3, 2.5. It'll be a 3rd down, and we'll call it a short 6, long 7 here. And now Wolf comes back in. Gregory in the backfield with him on the right. That'll be Wolf, drops back. He's looking right. He fires. He's got a man there, and that's going to be pass interference as the Hurricanes had him wrapped up the whole way. No chance of completing that. That was just a no-doubter pass interference on that one. He had good position to start with. He just never let him go. He just, you had the interior, had him exactly where you wanted him. You just didn't turn your hips and go with him to make the play. Looked like Quade Davis going off the field there, limping a little bit. That's not a good sign. We don't need that. Trying to get out of this game injury-free. So a pass interference will be half the distance of the goal. They'll set it up at the 13-yard line. Be 1st down and 10. And Della Costa again will take the direct snap, go off the left side. He's got running room. He's to the 5, to the 4-3, touchdown Indians. They've squeezed us down to the inside, and they're finding room out on that left side. 2 big runs off the left side, and the Hurricanes no answer for it. Indians did exactly what we didn't want to see happen, and that was take the kickoff to start the second half and go right down the field. So it's now 20-0, 10:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. Venice on for the point after the snap's good. The hold, and we've got a whistle, so they're going to be offsides against the Hurricanes. They'll move it half the distance, and Venice will come on and go for the 2-point conversion. If I was a guessing man, they'll run the ball off the left side. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a Della Costa in. The quarterback takes it, hands off to Gregory, he goes off the right side instead. We look left, he goes off the right and just waltzes in untouched for the 2-point conversion. That'll make it 22-0 Venice with 10:07 to go here in the first quarter. We'll keep everything right here. The Canes have got to come up with an answer. They have got to score on this drive, or this is going to be a long second half, gentlemen.
Yes, it is. And Venice is just one of those teams that just keeps the pressure on, and then boom. And unfortunately, with a long run, and they just kind of going outside, and then, of course, the penalty put them in the one-play position and touchdown. And we just got to keep working. So,
big run was on the 3rd down. Pass interference on the 3rd down. Those when we needed opportunities to make a play. And so, lots of time left.
3rd down killers, yeah. Plenty of time left to make something happen. It's still just 22-0. I say just 22-0, but it's not like it's out of reach. We've got some playmakers. It only takes one little seam, and Lord knows if we can find a little bit of a room, we've got guys that can outrun anybody they have on the field. So, again, 10:07 to go, 3rd quarter, 22-0 Venice. Tee the ball up, and a nice little pooch kick again. It'll be Evans, Dre Evans, from the 18 to the 30-yard line is where he'll be stopped, and the Canes will take over at their own 30. So every drive the Hurricanes have started, with the exception of one, somewhere between the 30 and 35-yard line. And the other one they had that started any better was the interception. They started on their own 16 and got no points out of it. Started on Venice's 16-yard line. Venice will be on defense. The Hurricanes on offense. Keon Fordham still at the controls. It'll be Tyson Phelps in the backfield with him. Fordham takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Phelps, rolls left. He comes back to the right. He's got Phelps, who drops the ball. Oh, my goodness. He had some running room. Not a lot, but that was a perfectly delivered ball right into the breadbasket.
Yeah, but he had at least a first down pickup right there, and it was just perfect. And it was just, Keon did a great job at throwing it over the head of the defender, and we had finally got something and just didn't catch it.
It was there. It was there. Good play call.
Yeah, well-designed play. It just amassed 0 yards on a drop pass. So on 2nd down and 10 from our own 30-yard line. Keon takes a snap, rolls left. He's looking, he's under pressure, and he will go down this time deep. Big loss, and that one's going to go all the way back to the 19. Yeah, they'll set it on the 19-yard line. Loss of 11, so it'll set up a 3rd and 21. And this is not the way you wanted the second half to get going.
No.
Third and 21 will go empty backfield, and 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Keon calls for the snap, takes it, drops straight back. He will take off and run straight up the field across the 30 to the 34-yard line. And well short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 6, and the punt unit will come onto the field for the Hurricanes.
4th and 6.
Well, that's been our best run play there, the draw. So
on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, there you go.
So Nick Bigelow has gotten a workout tonight. On to punt yet again. Noah Carr back deep for the Venice Indians. Bigelow gets the snap, rolls right, gets the kick off, and it's end over end, lands at the 35 to the 30 to the 25. And let's see if they'll mark it out at the 25. And they do. Seems like we're operating this game on short one referee. It's only a 5-man crew.
Yeah, that's right. It's either a 5 or a 7. And they don't have it. 7 will be in the playoffs.
Yeah. We Just 5 just doesn't. Of course, maybe it's not. They're just not the most hustling group of guys. Like balls or places and nobody's there. So first down and 10. Venice starts on their own 25-yard line. Hayden Wolf hands off to Gregory, who goes nowhere, as big Ryan Eyes will stop him in the backfield. He got penetration off that left side and stop him, a loss of 2 on the play.
That's a very generous spot.
I wasn't going to say it, but now that you said it, I agree. It looked more like a loss of 4 and somehow turned into a loss of 2. So second down and 12.
And this defense isn't quitting.
Fakes the handoff right down the seam to the tight end, and they hadn't exposed that all night long, and you knew it would come at some point, and it does. And big gain on the play, and that ball is moved all the way out to midfield, across midfield to the Hurricane 49-yard line. And that's one that's always in the playbook for Venice. You just don't know when it's coming, and they finally got it. So on first down, the Hurricanes not really set defensively, and Venice was ready to roll, and they run a quick play and pick up 3 on the play.
DeAndre Higdon and Ethan Walls on the tackle.
Now we'll go again with Wolf on second down and 7. Indians moving right to left, leading 22-0, 7:16 to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Gregory, and Manatee gets penetration again this time, and it's Justin Porter who knifes up through there to slow him down before a host of Hurricanes bring down Gregory for a
no loss
gain.
But how do you hit him 2 yards deep in the backfield? He gets tackled. I mean, the reporters up here see it and everything. It's just ridiculous, the spotting on this guy on the sidelines. So it's not just a Manatee High School thing. It's their coaches, it's everybody else, it's the official that's up here. It's a joke.
Third down and we'll call it 8. Wolf drops, he's looking, he's under pressure. Walls is after him, he dives after him, misses him there, and the pass is thrown in incomplete. And now we're going to get a penalty. A roughing the passer is coming after the play. He dove for him, and I think that's a terrible call. You can't call roughing the passer. He dove for him and tripped him, and so be it, he goes down. That's just part of the game.
I've never seen it. This is incredible.
So that'll be 15 yards and the first down the easy way.
I've never seen anything like that.
And I mean, I don't want anybody to take our word for it.
Watch the video.
Watch the video of the spotting and all of that, and I hope that people are judging these guys. You know, because again, we're not criticizing just because we don't like them. We're criticizing because they're not calling it.
Oh my goodness. Della Costa hands off to Gregory off the left side. We got him wrapped up, and rather than just tackle him and throw him down, we just tried to flip him off. It was Ryan Ives that had him wrapped up and never finished the tackle, and Gregory waltzes in from 30 yards out for the touchdown. So this game went from 14-0 to turning into a blowout in a hurry.
You go back, it's third and 8, throw an incomplete pass, quarterback trips, falls down, they call, I mean, we just can't finish the drive.
So 28-0. Venice on for the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 29-0, 6:12 to go. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office is proud to present the new iPhone and Android app. We remain dedicated to providing the highest standard of service to our residents and visitors. So with this app, you'll find valuable information right on your mobile device. The app, in partnership with thesherifapp.com, gives you our latest news and events, most wanted listings, sex offender locations, submit a tip, job opportunities, and more. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Download our app today.
Welcome back here to Venice High School. The Hurricanes trail 29-0, 6:12 go in the third quarter. And if we don't do anything offensively here, we're going to be on the verge of a running clock here real soon, unfortunately. So we await yet another kickoff from the Indians. Right foot into it is pooched right down the center by Tyson Phelps from the 21 to the 30 to the 35, the 40 across the 45 to the 47-yard line. A good return by Tyson Phelps.
Down by Apostolou and Mayfield.
So the Hurricanes will start at their own 47-yard line, best field position of the night, minus the one turnover we had. So as far as kickoffs go, this is the best starting spot. Anthony Squitieri now comes in at the quarterback position. See if we can't get Keon down the field a little bit. Squitieri takes a snap, looks right, fires. He's got Tyreek Allen, a completed pass. Nice pitch and catch there, a pickup of 6 on the play. We'll call it second down and 4. They got a second 5. We'll go with 4. Squitieri. One back in the backfield with him. 3 receivers right, turns, looks left, fires out to Keon Fordham, and that ball is caught for a first down. Nice job by Keon, drive the defender off and just cut to the outside, and a nice job of just throwing to the spot. A good pitch and catch there as well, and a first down. And Manatee's got a little something going right here. And we've got a stoppage of play for a water break, and we will take a timeout as well. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The islands of Anna Maria and Longboat Key are incredibly unique, just like the menus at our 3 world-class waterfront restaurants, such as the Mar Vista Dockside Restaurant, a surprisingly innovative menu featuring fresh seafood. Enjoy a timeless, laid-back atmosphere in a location like nowhere else. Come and experience an old Florida treasure. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to come and be our guest.
Welcome back to Venice High School. The Hurricanes trailing 29-0. 5:28 to go here in the third quarter. Anthony Squitieri has come in at the quarterback spot. He's been in for 2 plays, completed 2 passes, got a first down for the Canes. He takes a snap. He's looking down the field, looking. Then he fires deep. He's got Keon Fordham for a touchdown. Anthony Squitieri to Keon Fordham.
Yeah, and that was a nice play, and stayed out, and Keon was able to get out. And everybody's going to say, why didn't we do that earlier? But I don't think it was the right time until second half.
I don't either. You just got to test things, and you know what? We're trying to find some flow. We got a little bit of flow right there, but you know, the fact of the matter is you can't second guess yourself. So it is what it is. But the Canes are finally on the board, and we've got it down to 29-6. The Axel Lafreau on for the point after. He's 37 of 38 on the year. Bigelow is the holder that gets it, sets it down, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Went right through the red zone there, Danny.
Yeah, we flew right through the Crowder Brothers red zone, and that touchdown pass to Keon Fordham from Anthony Squitieri is one of our best plays of the game. All of the best plays are brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital Emergency Services. That's Manatee Memorial, has you covered 24/7.
3 plays, 53 yards in 50 seconds with a 47-yard touchdown, or 41-yard touchdown pass from Anthony Squitieri to Keon Fordham.
All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pawn. Whether you're buying or selling, visit Buccaneer Pawn at 3119 First Street, Bradenton, or 1750 North Washington, Sarasota.
You got to give credit, Anthony, stepping in there and making the opportunities.
Well, that's what it's all about. Anytime you're doing anything in sports, I don't care what game you're playing, when your opportunity, your number is called, you got to go out there and perform, and that's exactly what he did. I mean, he could have hung his head all he wanted, but he didn't. He came out and he's done a good job. He's 3 for 3 coming off the bench and doing well. So we've got Axel Lafreau on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Axel approaches the ball, puts his left foot into it, hammers it high and deep and into the end zone for a touchback. So now it's up to the defense. Defense get a stop. Let's see if the offense might have something going. But one thing at a time here.
All you can do. Pray that there's not a questionable call on this sidelines.
You know what's frustrating, and they're going to look at the film and see the calls, but also see that, hey, first, second down. Many a times, first, second down, they're looking at third and long.
Right.
And then bam, they make a big play. So I mean, we're right there. It's not gash. There's a big play here and there or a big call.
So Della Costa will be at the quarterback position for Venice. Della Costa takes it, fakes the handoff, will go off the right side, has some running room before he's upended. It's Justin Porter on the stop. Give him a 3-yard pickup, and Della Costa comes off a little gingerly right there. And we had a helmet lost on the play, so a couple of guys had to come out. Hayden Wolf back in at the quarterback position. Mike Trapani will take it. Will go off the left side, and he stopped on that play. That's Ryan Ives on the stop. This time Ryan wraps up the guy. As the last series he let him go and resulted in a touchdown.
And here we go, big third down.
We've seen a lot of these tonight. Wolf will come off, Della Costa will come on, so. Doesn't throw the ball many times, and let's see if he's going to go right side, left side. Let's see which way he picks. Comes off to the left side, plenty of running room for the first down and more. He's across the 45 to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, and Manatee's trying to pull it out and just running along with him. He'll take defenders all the way down to the 22-yard line, and again, third down situation turns into a huge play for Venice.
Yeah, and he just waits back there until the line collapses the blocks and just comes up, and the pulling lineman comes through there, and the receivers make their blocks, and there's nothing you can do.
So Venice set down 1st and 10. Hand off to Trapani, who has no running room. Gets to the 20. He'll get 1 yard on the play. Ryan Ives on the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Trapani in the backfield with Wolf. Wolf drops back. He's looking. He'll fire to the corner. He's got a guy there, and it is caught for a touchdown. Dre Evans was there on the coverage, and that was he just out-muscled him. And Frank Waiters was on the ground there real quick. I think he's cramping.
Yeah, I think it's just a cramp.
Yeah,
hopefully.
He's grabbing at his calf area, so he's cramping. That was a great pass. He threw a great pass, and the coverage wasn't bad. He just couldn't get his hand in there to knock the ball loose. He was with it, but you give the receiver.
Yeah, again, the quarterback throws to a spot. The receiver gets there, but I think Dre Evans had his arm up in there, just couldn't get it
out.
Pulled out.
Yeah, that's just great hand strength right there by your receiver. He just held on to it. Poor Frank can't hardly take 3 steps without cramping again. Those don't feel good, folks. I've had plenty of them.
No.
And once you start getting them, you can't get rid of them. Venice will go for 2 on, they are good on the 2-point conversion. So that makes it 37-7 with 3:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll keep it right here. The Canes have got on the board, and as soon as they get on the board, Venice answers the call and goes right back the other way. And the defense has played hard. They just have given up too many opportunities. There's been a lot of 3rd down situations that has really been the backbreaker. It's kind of reminiscent of what I watched last weekend when I watched USF play against Houston. Could not get off the field on 3rd down. And, if you get off the field on 3rd down many a time, this game's a whole different ball game. And Unfortunately, it just hasn't gone their way tonight.
We've had sacks, we've had tackles for loss, we've met at the line of scrimmage. You're gonna look back and see such a dichotomy of different plays, where we had the opportunities to be there,
So Venice on to kick off again, and this time he'll kick it, let it go out of bounds. Thank you. That'll set it up at the 35-yard line, and I'm almost inclined to make him kick it again, but just let it go that way. Who cares? But the Canes will come out on offense. They'll start at their own 35-yard line. First down and 10. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Trailing 37-7.
So that's not a loss for Venice because we've started about there every time.
Yeah.
The last time we got better field position.
So Anthony Squitieri is our quarterback now. He's 3 for 3 already here in the second half. Got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Squitieri takes a snap. He'll just run a quarterback draw straight up the middle, pick up a 4 on the play. An effective first down play. Positive yards in the last couple of series. Prior to Anthony coming in, we didn't go positive on first down, and it's made things very difficult. Play in front of the sticks and not behind the sticks. Must be raining again because there's an awful lot of umbrellas out.
Yeah. All the coaches have their jackets on now.
So on second down and 6. Squitieri looks over the defense, takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left, back to his right, now back to the left again, coming back right now. He's going to fire it. It's caught by Keon Fordham. He's out to the 40-yard line and just loses his footing. And this one's coming back. This one's coming back.
That wasn't a roughing the passer there.
Squitieri is hurt. And I'm sure that our coach might have an earful for him coming. It's not going to be for Squitieri. It's going to be the referee who. That ball was released, and then he was hit well after the fact, and nothing done.
Well, where are they going? Because it's only a 5-yard penalty, and Squitieri had got up to the 34-yard line or 39-yard line.
Oh gosh, they messed up the spot.
Right.
Yeah.
It was on the 39, so it's a 9-yard penalty. This is an absolute joke, and all I want is the FHSAA to watch this film.
We'll
just watch the film.
It's easy to put them all together and you send them. You put 20 plays together and you send it. I know how you do it.
And there's 20 plays that are just ridiculous. It should be at the 34.
No, it's not a loss of down. It's just.
Right. Right. So it's second down at the 34.
Yeah. We were sitting there on second and 6, and all of a sudden.
Oh, and they're going to. So we're losing the yardage and the down.
Now they got it set at second down.
Yeah, so we just lost 4 yards. This is an absolute travesty and a joke that these guys are even out there. I mean, that should be at the 34.
These guys have been worse for us.
They have no clue at what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. This is horrendous. But anyways, here we go. Second down. Keon Fordham now in. Keon's going to get drugged down behind the line of scrimmage. Another loss of yardage.
The only good thing is everybody up in this press box, including the scorekeeper, the time clock, the 25-second clock, the reporter, the Venice High School people, see the travesty that's happening. It's not going to change the outcome of the game, but it's just embarrassing to be involved with something like this. And I hope somebody's listening and calls, because that's all we're asking is to do it right. And this gentleman on this sidelines has not been there all night.
Fortunately for us, Anthony Squitieri is back in. So he wasn't out long. Anyways, he'll just flip it out. And he's a little on the screen pass. Phelps gets by one guy and manages to pick up a lot of good yardage right there. That's a good 15-yard pickup. And get out I didn't even know where he's going to get out to. They'll probably say he stepped out back in the 30. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they did. They put him all the way back to the 35. He manages to get down to the 40, but we mark it at the 35. So the Canes are now going to have to punt it away. It's 4th down and 10. Bigelow has gotten the most work of anybody here tonight on special teams, minus the Venice kicker. Bigelow kicks it end over end right at Noah Carr, who's going to take it from the 40. He's going to get out just across midfield. And there's a flag that should be against Venice. That should be a holder blocking him back. I'm not sure which way it'll go. It's going to be a hold. Mark this back 10 yards. The flag was thrown at the Venice 45. So it'll be 10 yards back. Venice will start on their own 35. 1:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hayden Wolf will remain at the quarterback position. Venice leading 37-7. Barch out the signals, fakes the handoff as he looks, throws it underneath past his receiver, is underthrown. Receiver was there, he was open, but ball was underthrown as he was backpedaling under pressure. And Frank Waiters is down again with cramps. Buddy, I feel for him. I really do, because once they start, they don't go away. Get some pickle juice.
I have a brain cramp watching this guy on the sidelines.
He ain't the only one. It's a whole crew. He's terrible.
And again, we're not saying that it's us judging it. Watch the film. Ask the reporter here. Ask the official in the box.
Well, they can say all we want, and they can make it no better.
Because there's no judgment of these guys. If they were judged, then it would be different.
Feel sorry for whoever they do a playoff game for next week. Probably be us. Somehow they'll show up in Osceola, won't they? All right, 2nd down and 10. Wolf takes the snap, fires it downfield. He's got a man wide open behind the defenders, and it's Noah Carr. Sidesteps one guy to the 10, inside the 10 to the 7-yard line, and that's just a breakdown in coverage, guys. Just a breakdown in coverage. So Venice has got the ball inside the Hurricane 10-yard line. Set it down on the 7. Costa in now. Costa takes a snap, goes off the right side, spins away from the first defender, and picks up positive yards to the 5, a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line. Under a minute to go now here in the 3rd quarter. Costa again, Manning back in the backfield, fake the handoff. Manning bounces out to the left, and no gain on the play there. Brandon Shannon and Malcolm Claremont on the stop. 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Costa again. This time hands off to Trapani off the right, and he will waltz his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Venice.
Anytime they try to do that play, it's off tackle and just crashing down, nobody will be outside.
No, and that'll get the running clock going here for the 4th quarter. So this one will skate on by in a hurry here in the last quarter. Venice is on with the extra point. Snap is good. hold is good and the kick is good. That'll make it 44-7. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So 44-7, the end of 3. We'll take a timeout and be back with the final quarter of action. Listen to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helene and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are more than money.
Peacock's talking.
As we start the fourth quarter of play, the kick is off and taken at the 24 by Dre Evans across the 30. And he'll be stopped at around the 36-37 yard line. Hurricanes will go on offense, trailing 44-7. But the bright side, gentlemen, is this isn't the last game of the year for the Canes. We will be back in action next week at Osceola High School, it looks like. Could be some things happening, but the odds are that's where we're headed.
Better than Vero Beach.
That's a fact. A little shorter ride.
Not because of the game, but because of the ride.
Anthony Squitieri, the quarterback, he's got 3 receivers to his left, takes a snap, he looks left, he looks back to the center and misses Wes Coleman. Got a little happy feet, got panicked, and just kind of got rid of the football.
I'll tell you what, this has been a strange game. Just the way it's played out. Definitely not one of our Manatee Venice classics for a couple of reasons. So, glad this is not it. Kids been out competing, get ready for the playoffs.
We'll have a lot to talk about on the ride back, won't we?
You nervous, Bill?
No, not nervous. I really like the matchup we have with Osceola. I hate to talk about the next game before this one's over, but I really do.
Essentially, this one is over, so start talking. As Squitieri looks, got Keon Fordham down the right side, wide open, and Keon will just walk into the end zone. Beautiful throwing strike from Squitieri to Keon Fordham for the touchdown. That's one of our best plays of the game, brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital's Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial has you covered 24/7.
Right through the red zone.
That's right through the Crowder Brothers Ace Hardware Red Zone. Crowder Brothers Hardware, Gift and Gadgets with location Manatee Avenue West and Lakewood Ranch Boulevard. Manatee tries to go for 2 on the extra point, and that just wasn't there. As it thought we had the numbers when we set up the gate out there to the left. There's nothing available, so the extra point no good. It's 44-13.
9:20 left in the game before.
Hey, give it a shot, right?
Why not?
Yeah, put it on film, see what it looks like, see how the kids react.
It doesn't hurt. Show everything you got, right? Not like that's making any change in anything. Doesn't stop the running clock. Doesn't do any of that part. But, you just do what you got to do. Continue to play the game the way you know how to play.
So snapshot in time, we're in this game last year, right? We're at home at Manatee. Doesn't turn our way again. Go down to Osceola. It's third quarter. We're within a touchdown. I know we're better than we were last year. I know we're farther along. We've got a better team. And I don't think Osceola is very excited about us coming to play them in the first round of the playoffs. I know that for a fact. So.
No, they shouldn't be.
No.
We've got a good ball club. We just didn't put it together tonight. It just is one of those things. One thing I know, they will come out of swinging next week for sure. And Axel Lafro on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Axel approaches the ball, sticks his left foot into it, bangs a high booming kick that will carry back into the end zone. Another nice kick by, oh boy, we're getting a little chirpy out there now. Can't afford to do anything stupid at this point. Brandon Shannon just gave an extra little shove to a guy that's already down, and the referee's got his eyes right on him from the start. And we can't afford to lose any of those guys going into next week. Might not be a bad idea to get him to the sidelines and dial him down a few notches. Venice will come out with a new quarterback. Look on the roster, see who we got here. Hand off to the interior. They've got a bunch of second teamers running now, so that is Carson Smith, the new quarterback for Venice.
Brought down by Raiders. 2nd and 6.
Running back will be Brian Taylor. 6:40 to go here in the football game. Canes trail 44-13. Take the play clock down as far as they can take it on 2nd down and 7. Hand off, and that ball is going nowhere. He'll get a yard, maybe 2 on the play. This Brian Taylor again off the right side.
3rd and 3.
Be a 3rd down and 3 situation. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. We'll use every last second of this thing before they snap it. Carson Smith, the quarterback, takes it, hands off, and this ball's mishandled as it's coming through. And the running back there, Brian Taylor, managed to hang on but lost yardage on the play, and that'll set up a 4th down and a certain punting situation here.
Ives again on the tackle. Like I said, we've had some tackles for loss, although they always seem to put it back to the line of scrimmage, even when we tackle them.
They're going to leave their offense out. Let's see, there's 20 seconds to go on the play clock. But when you got a lead like this, that's fine. Let them, you're trying to get some guys some offensive snaps.
I think they're going to let the clock run down, maybe.
4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. And we got to delay a game before he was offsides. This guy's signaling offsides already, and it was already at 0. We can't win.
The back judge just called it. He called it.
He did.
Not, he threw it before. But stand up and do it. Call him. And now he's going to come tell him. Clock's still running, though, and they're going to discuss it.
Well, we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout.
On the field, yeah.
You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
I'll never forget. My daughter was just 6 weeks old. I would let her sleep with me because I thought it was okay. That night, she ended up with her head stuck between the bed and the headboard. By the time I woke up, it was too late. She was gone. Here in Florida, infant co-sleeping is the leading cause of death for children under 12 months. Learn more about safe sleep at manateesheriff.com.
Well, we're down here at Venice High School. The Hurricanes on the short end of the stick tonight, trailing 4:35 to go in our football game. That's the first time I've ever seen that. The running clock's going. We come out of the timeout. They didn't snap and put it in play. They just started back up.
But it was an official timeout to discuss whether there was an offsides or the delay of game first.
I don't know why they bother. They can't get it right no matter what we do anyway. first down and 10. Handoff again goes to Brian Taylor, who finds a little bit of running room, enough for a first down and get 11 on the play. I hate to tell you, this clock can't go fast enough at this point in time. Under 4 minutes to go in the football game. 14 seconds to go on the play clock. Quarterback Carson Smith takes the snap, hands off to Brian Taylor again. Go off the right side of the guard. Picks up a couple of positive yards. It'll be second down and 8.
I'll tell you, Ryan Ives has played a great game, a phenomenal game. He's got 10+ tackles, you know, multiple tackles for loss.
Yeah, he's only had one bad play, as one in which he let the guy get away down here. He had him, but whether his hand slipped off of him or what, that's the only bad play he's had all night long.
I have seen more, you know, positive defensive plays this game than I saw versus Riverview. I know the score doesn't reflect it, but
not too many big plays we allowed, and a bad snap in which Carson manages to corral and still get positive yards out of. That thing should have been set up for negative yards. That ball was wide to his right. He managed to just tip it enough to keep his hands on it. Still turn it upfield for a gain of 3 or 4 yards and set up a third down and 3. 2:22 to go. And Manatee jumps off sides. We'll get a first down the easy way again.
It'll run a minute off the clock.
Yeah, we're making it easy for everybody here. At this point as a coach, you don't even get angry. It's like, whatever, let's just get it over with, get on the bus, go home. Under 2 minutes to go. Unless Venice does something unusual and drops it on the ground, this game will end 44-13. Hand off inside as the running back fights for a couple of yards, given 2 on the play. Down under a minute and a half now. Canes will be back in action next Friday night, the first round of the playoffs. Not completely confirmed, but 99% confirmed that we will be at Kissimmee Osceola.
I'll put the Bowen Summer confirmation on that. We're going to be there, and it's
all right. That's what I needed. Stamp of approval. There we go. Hand off again to the back, who's going to lose about a yard on that play.
They hit the backfield by Ethan Walls.
45 seconds to go, and if they hold out long enough, they won't have to snap it, but they did. We'll have one more snap, and this game will be over with.
You know, we're in the same spot we were last year, but with a better team. You know, going into the playoffs, and you know, I ran into some 2009. You know, they were on that first team that started the streak they're on right now, and you know, Manatee High School is getting ready to make the playoffs for the 10th year in a row.
You can't ask for any more than that. You got to, you get into the playoffs. That's exactly what we wanted to do. We accomplished that, maybe not in the fashion we wanted. You wanted to get a district championship, but it didn't happen, man. That'll be the final play of this game. Final score, Venice 44, Manatee 13. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up and talk about next week's game. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.